Welcome back to part 5 of my cities, Skylines 2 series. In today's episode, we're focusing on expanding into a brand new piece of land. This area has been untouched until now, and it's going to become an important part of the city as we continue to grow. So let's take our time, plan things out properly, and build something that fits naturally with the rest of the city. Before we start placing anything, I want to take a moment to look at the terrain and the existing road network. Understanding the shape of the land helps a lot when planning districts, because it prevents awkward slopes or strange intersections later on. This new area is fairly open, which gives us a lot of freedom, but I still want to make sure the layout feels logical and connected. The first step is laying down the main roads. These will act as the backbone of the district. I'm trying to create a structure that connects smoothly to the existing parts of the city without creating traffic bottlenecks. I'm keeping the roads fairly simple for now, but I'm also leaving space for future upgrades if traffic increases later on. Once the main roads are in place, I start working on the smaller streets. These will shape the residential blocks and help define the character of the neighborhood. I'm trying to avoid making everything too grid-like, because cities, Skylines 2 tends to look more natural when the roads follow gentle curves or respond to the terrain. It also helps break up the monotony and makes the city feel more alive. Now that the basic layout is done, I want to think about services. One of the most important additions for this episode is a brand new school. As our population grows, education becomes more and more important, and this new district definitely needs its own facilities. I'm placing the school in a central location, so it's easy for future residents to reach. Schools also help shape the neighborhood because parks, shops, and housing tend to form naturally around them. With the school placed, I start zoning the first residential areas. I'm keeping the density low for now, since this is still a developing part of the city. Low-density housing helps the district grow slowly and naturally, and it gives us time to adjust the infrastructure as needed. I'm also adding a few small commercial zones near the main road so residents have access to basic services without having to travel too far. As the zoning fills in, I take a moment to check utilities. Water pipes, electricity, and sewage all need to be extended into this new area. It's easy to forget these details, but missing utilities can cause big problems once people start moving in. I'm making sure everything is connected properly so the new district can function smoothly from the start. Next, I'm adding a few parks and green spaces. These help increase land value and make the neighborhood feel more welcoming. I'm placing them near the school and along some of the curved roads to create nice visual moments. Cities. Skylines 2 does a great job with atmosphere, so adding greenery really helps bring the area to life. Traffic is something I always keep an eye on, even early in development. I'm checking the flow around the main intersections to make sure nothing is backing up. Right now, everything looks good, but as the district grows, we may need to add roundabouts, traffic lights, or even upgrade some roads. For now, though, the layout seems solid. As more buildings start to appear, the district begins to take shape. You can see the first houses popping up, kids walking to the new school, and cars moving through the streets. This is always one of my favorite parts of the game, watching a completely empty piece of land slowly turn into a living neighborhood. I'm also taking a moment to adjust some of the road curves and intersections. Small tweaks can make a big difference in how natural the city looks. I'm trying to avoid sharp angles and instead create smooth transitions between streets. It helps the whole area feel more realistic and pleasant to navigate. Now that the basics are in place, I'm thinking ahead. This district will eventually need more services. things like healthcare, fire coverage, and public transport. I'm not adding everything right now because I want the area to grow a bit first, but I'm leaving space for future buildings. Planning ahead makes expansion much easier later on. As the episode continues, I'm refining the zoning, adjusting the road layout, and watching how the district develops. The school is already attracting families, and the residential zones are filling in nicely. The commercial areas are starting to get customers, and the overall flow of the district feels good. This expansion is still in its early stages, but it's already becoming an important part of the city. Over the next few episodes, we'll continue developing this area, adding more services, improving the road network, and shaping the district into something unique.